half here where Bridgewater currently leads Worcester State 18-7. And we are joined by Director of Athletics here at Worcester State, Michael Mudd. How are you?
Hi, Brenna.
Thank you for joining us. This wind is, we'll see if this holds out for us.
Playing all 4 seasons here today.
Yeah, literally. So it's been a really good fall season for you guys. And also last year, all your teams are doing pretty well. What is the state of the athletic program here?
Well, really happy with the direction that we're going. Obviously, the new wellness center coming on board on campus has really helped us recruit some great student athletes. We've had some great coaches that do some great things as well. And our fall sports have always traditionally done pretty well, but we've been really happy the last couple of years. This fall especially, we won 4 championships, all on the female side, I should add. Our women's volleyball team won the regular season championship. In fact, we're hosting the championship here on campus later tonight after the football game. Women's cross country team won their 2nd consecutive championship. As well as field hockey and women's soccer, and I'm missing one, but we won 4, so it's been a good fall so far.
And last time we spoke, it was right when the wellness center was opening up. In the few years that you guys have had this now, what have you seen? How have the teams improved? Recruiting. Just what has it brought to the campus?
Well, anytime a potential student athlete comes on campus and sees that venue, certainly it's one of the nicest in New England, if not the Northeast. Our basketball arena / volleyball venue is really Division I if you really want to compare it to a lot of schools. So it certainly helps you get that extra inquiry about the school. It helps you win the recruiting wars because it really, even at Division III level, it's really become an arms race. Everyone's putting in new facilities, new turf fields. So I'm really fortunate that the Board of Trustees and President Maloney and all of our alumni that they had the fortitude to put the resources together to build that beautiful campus for us, this beautiful building.
Now, one of the teams that plays in there, men's basketball, you guys have the Midnight Madness coming up. What do you have planned for that?
Well, it's a great event. It started 3 years ago at Clark University. We hosted it 2 years ago. Of course, Charter 3, our great partners, televised the game, which was awesome. Every other year we alternate home sites, so it'll be our 2nd annual at Worcester State. Tip-offs at 12:01 a.m. We have a fun fest before it. And it is utter chaos. It is just an incredible event. We jam-pack about 2,000 people in the building, and you would never know it's midnight, and everything's blue. And last 2 years ago, we lost in a buzzer beater to Clark. It was a great ball game, and just a great atmosphere and environment for not only our student athletes, but also the entire campus population, whether it's alumni, students just attend Worcester State University, to be a part of the pageantry of it. Almost feels like a Division I event in there. So it's something we want to continue to do, and it's talked about on campus, so everyone's really excited.
Now, you guys also are really involved in the community, bringing in MIAA games, and also the Worcester 78s are going to start using the court as well. How important is it to be involved in the community?
It is. I mean, that's one thing I've noticed living here in central Massachusetts for almost 12 years now, is that the community really has each other's back and supports each other and really collaborates. I mean, all you got to do is look at all the great things going on downtown right now, how everyone just kind of rolls up their sleeves and gets things done and helps each other out. So to be able to have the MIAA and high school athletes, selfishly, it's an infomercial for Worcester State. To get them to come to our campus, see this beautiful campus, our beautiful facilities, it's kind of free recruiting for us to get them here. But to also showcase and play on our facilities, it allows them to feel like it's a big time experience for them, and also to get minor league basketball team as well. That's going to be exciting too. So anytime we collaborate with the MIA, whether it's an indoor or outdoor event, we're really happy to get them here.
And you're kind of talking about downtown as well. As a hockey guy, you obviously partnering with the Railers. How great is it to be able to use their new facilities there too?
That's been outstanding. I mean, Cliff Rucker and the Railers, what can you say? All they've done for Worcester, just a wonderful group of people. A lot of good friends of mine are still with the Railers. To be able to be a part of that facility has been a game changer for our hockey program. Obviously helps our fan base, helps us recruit better student athletes for hockey. And as a former hockey guy, we're just pickled to death to have that available to us as well.
How do you think your background as in the AHL, as well as being an athlete yourself, how do you think that's kind of prepared you to be an athletic director here?
Well, I think one thing I've tried to bring to Worcester State is some professionalism and very much care about the development of the student athlete. It was really no different than the American Hockey League. It was all about the development of a young hockey player. That's really what we do here at Worcester State, is we want to develop these young men and women to prepare them for life after athletics. But that being said, they get 4 additional years to play the sport they love, but academics is a big part of that development. And we hope that they leave here better people than when they arrived, and it's kind of neat to see the transformation of them. And I have an incredible group of administrators and coaches here with me that help us achieve these goals and help these kids succeed.
My goodness, we said we were going to get every season imaginable down here, and we are getting it for sure. So you've been here for about 5 years now. What are some things that you have learned from being here?
Well, Division III athletics is different from professional hockey. You definitely have more of a limited budget. You know, Division III, smaller scale budget than maybe professional hockey or Division I athletics. We have to work really hard to make our money go further at the Division III level. We're doing a much better job engaging alumni. You know, really getting them to be more engaged in the athletic program. We have a plethora of people that have come through here over the last 50, 100 years that played sports here. So we try to keep them engaged to continue to support not only our operational budget, but continue fundraising and get them to believe in the mission of the great things we're doing here.
Yeah, and going off of that, what are some things you guys have planned for the future for the school?
Well, the next big thing is the renovation of where we're sitting right now. Next May 1st, we will be doing a complete overhaul of the turf and track and some changes to the bleachers as well. So that's really the last piece to our athletic department infrastructure we need. Obviously the wellness center we've talked about, our baseball, softball facility are top notch, but this building, this area is a little outdated, a little tired. The turf's starting to rip up a little bit, so it's going to be about a $2 million renovation. We've been spending a lot of time focusing on that over the last few months, and when that's done, that'll also help us recruit for track and field, for football, for all of our sports around the turf.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing all these renovations and covering all of the teams as well this year.
As always, appreciate the job that Charter 3 does for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll have more of the game after the break.